Oh, don't forget to hit the like button coming through the door. It's your boy Carcino here, and I'm right under some boobs. Ah, they smell good. Oh man, this ain't a laughing matter though. Diddy's in the grease. He's in some real big doo-doo now. Well, things decided to make a turn for the unfortunate. As Sean Puffy Combs is now in, look like he's engaged in something here that is not going to be productive for him. Nothing productive at all. What the problem is something that happened that wasn't supposed to happen that came out of nowhere. Now, as Sean Diddy Combs got into a situation, something more surprising happened that came out of nowhere and just was like, whoa, where did that come from? Now, we talked to you earlier about his Asian exes, and all these women that he was dating who was Asian decided to get involved in the situation because they were fingered out in this lawsuit that was filed that also put Young Miami in the category as a sex worker. Now, having that claim of somebody labeling you something that's so egregious, you'll just be like, wow, that's very disrespectful for somebody to put that on your resume and signal you out as that and say, hey, that's who you are. It's quite disrespectful. So now Diddy is faced with a situation that doesn't quite add up because, as I told you before, Dana Tran, this Gina, and then 50 Cent's baby mother, Daphne Joy, all of these people, it's not an uncommon thing for them to do stuff for money. Hell, every damn basketball player in the world, all these girls on Instagram is doing stuff for money. Y'all messing with Diddy for? Talking about these are sex workers. They all doing it then. If they are, then all of them are doing it. Of course, Diddy is paying for them to get down. You think, like, what is he offering them movie roles and getting them hooked up with producers? That's what he's supposed to do. He's getting something out of it. You're getting something out of it. It's a transaction, baby. I don't see the problem here. They're making you believe Diddy is a angry man. So are they gonna shut down Instagram? Because all they doing is talking about a bag. Every time you turn around, they turn around. They come with some bag. They come with something new. Oh, they're not even telling people I'm live. That's how crazy it is. So hit the like button right now. Subscribe to the page before we get started into this. I want everybody to understand. Y'all need to hit the like button right now. And I'm going to tell you the new developments of what we got right now. Well, Homeland Security decided that they got to defend themselves in their investigation because a lot of stuff is coming out. Like, y'all did some unnecessary stuff and y'all went through this man's home, his personal stuff, and y'all need some grounds for this. And what's going on? What's the facts? We want to know why y'all invade this black man who's never been proven guilty anywhere in anything. Y'all just came right after his house. Y'all bum rushed everything he did, and nobody said nothing. People are quite curious as to know why. Oh, it's going to be problems. It is going to be problems. And the reason why it's going to be problems is because the people that are in concert and the people that are like responsible for putting these things together as far as shows, tours, etc., it never gets mentioned. Oh, 100%. It never gets mentioned. Now, what we saw from the details of everything that was compiled, we saw that there were people out there that just didn't understand. They didn't get it. They didn't know what was happening. It was just talk. But remember, I told you about the security cameras. I said Diddy's security cameras, their servers are not in the United States because I know that security system. He's not the only one with that security system. And many people saying, hey, they got footage, they got this, they got that. Well, we're going to get into that because I was told they got nothing. They got a bunch of absolute nothing in the raid. But we're going to go into another realm of this conversation. I'm just doing something right now. I'm a little preoccupied, but we finna get into it because this could affect the investigation. Now, I don't know how these Asian women are going to proceed going forward. You know, it's a whole different experience. You know, and when you start moving in that way, and you start moving in a faction that don't really support any of the things that you are accustomedly cool with, this is gonna shake the pillars of the land. Now, apparently, what they're trying to allude to is that Diddy, Sean Puffy Combs, had cameras in each of the rooms that he was in, not security cameras. This is different from the security system. They're saying he got cameras in areas he's not supposed to have cameras. They're saying he's allegedly trying to blackmail people. Sounds very familiar, don't it? Sounds very Epsteinish, doesn't it? That information can get you and put your life. Yeah, that's some very serious information there. And for someone to spew that, and you're seeing the way it's going, it is very, very difficult. Difficult to say the least. They're alleging that Diddy is trying to get blackmail information on all of the people that he's promised these women all these type of careers, like a casting couch situation. Oh, they've done it. They've come for him, and they're trying to lean on Young Miami, who hasn't been subpoenaed to testify on anything. And what they're gonna do? Use her music? What? Could somebody buy her a bag? She ain't doing nothing for her unless somebody got a bag for her. That could be anything. That's everybody. I'm not doing no work for free. Oh my God. These people are something else, man. So you want people to tell you to help you with your investigation. Hmm. There are so many different paths people can take to go somewhere in life. If not, then they can pretty much jump in the lake. Yeah, well, here's the thing. They're alleging that you can have as many cameras as you want. It's not necessarily legal for you to have a camera in the bathroom, though. That's not it. That's not the way to go. Now, when you start looking at, all the other levels and you start thinking best intentions and what is best for you or best for everybody else involved, this is when it starts getting a little crazy. This when the sub situation starts turning from one side to another. Now it's gonna be hard for them to get some of the Asian women, like Danny Tran. He has a baby by her, so I doubt they're gonna be able to subpoena to get the information to get her to come in and testify or do anything against Diddy. Period. Uh, Now Daphne Joy, I don't know what kind of information she's gonna provide against Diddy. The only one that I could see them getting is this Gina girl. She has a vendetta against Young Miami and Diddy, and she claimed that Diddy abused her, stepped on her stomach, hit her in the head, and all kind of things. So her cases and her allegations were out for a while ago, and that's somebody they're going to want to interview to see if they can get next to all these other girls and see if they're workers. See, now here's the problem that Homeland Security is going to have. Homeland Security is going to have a problem because you going to want these people to tell you they're sex workers. Are you out your mind? They going to tell you they're getting big money for sex. You want them to admit that to you so they can get no more money for the rest of their life? And you can lock this bad man away? The bad man that's giving them bags? Okay, Homeland Security? Is it starting to get a little clearer to you? All right? They don't seem to be in a case where they don't want the bag. you see you see what I'm saying? This is not a case where these people don't want the bag. They all about that bag. Matter of fact, they like, where is the bag? When they come around, they like, whoa, where my bag? Y'all ain't got no bag for me? Then what we talking about here? Ain't no bag, bro. What? No bag. No bag. What they talking for? I don't know, fam. They ain't got no bag. You have no bag. So there's not going to be a conversation without the bag. They're trying to create a narrative that didn't exist. They're trying to allude. Here's what they're trying to paint the picture, right? They're trying to paint a picture that Diddy is an animal, right? Listen to this.
Were celebrities, politicians, athletes, international dignitaries like British royalty, Prince Harry, and music label executives. Lil Rod claimed some of the biggest names in the recording industry sponsored these parties with sex workers, drugs, and underage girls. The CEO of Universal Music, Lucian Grange, is named as a defendant. So is the former CEO of Motown Records, Ethiopia, Habert Mariam, and others. Lil Rod says hidden cameras were in every room of Diddy's homes. Lil Rod believes that Mr. Combs possesses compromising footage of every person that has attended his freak-off parties and his house parties. Salacious tapes of Hollywood's biggest names, including record CEOs and politicians, doing drugs and cavorting with prostitutes and minors. The complaint argues that these freak-offs...
Now,
his freak-out parties in attendance, where select parties were a business model. Young and up-and-coming talent attended and were promised career opportunities and access to music executives. They were then plied with drugs and alcohol, filmed. Some were blackmailed. There was a quid pro quo, according to the complaint. Lil Rod said not only were these music executives sponsoring these parties, they were handing Diddy large sums of cash that he used to pay for the sex workers and drugs. Something tells me the IRS is going to be interested. The suit parties were a business model.
Now, they're already trying to paint the narrative so that someone could get scared enough to want to take Diddy out. See, this is what happened with Epstein, but he got raided and they found things on him. But these people were so powerful, you have never seen one of those tapes. They got all the tapes. They know who's on those tapes. And they will not release the tapes. There won't be a leak. They will never come out. But he had to go for doing that. Now, if Diddy had that there, Little Rod saying that that is there doesn't necessarily make it effing so. What's up, KB? I ain't know if you covered this yet, but man, this thing crazy. This thing keep getting more and more crazy. Now, they claim that he has security cameras all over the place. If that's the case, they would have said, all right, we got these cameras in these other rooms, and they're not connected to that server. They're connected to a whole nother app or whatever we can just download or whatever to get the information from. That wouldn't make sense. But for Little Rod, who was there for a couple of months, know that there's cameras everywhere. If you have cameras in every room, it's not designed for you to know there's cameras in all the rooms. Unless they're there to be seen. Like you could see the cameras, be like, oh man, there's cameras in every room. That's not unusual for there to be like security cameras in every room. Now, some rooms, like what stuff is going down at, I don't think there's cameras there. Or they gonna have that recorded. Some people, depending on where they are and what's happening at that party at that said moment in time, they ain't gonna care. Because they know that this person better not ever put a photo out of them doing something crazy. Do you know how many of these parties there's been? Do you know how much footage that's never been shown? I told y'all every time y'all come up here and I got a video, I would expose some and say something that you have never heard before yet. Now, nobody was telling you about these Asian women until me. I told you, Diddy's Asian exes could be his downfall. Because Gina Hume, the other ones he got under control. Gina is the one he don't have under control. She's a liability. And she's the one that said she was physically, mentally abused by him. Now, again, as I told you, every time y'all come up here, we got to provide something different that nobody else is talking about. Because in every video we've done, we have talked about something that did not exist. Oh, yeah. Now, let me tell y'all something. The Patreon, mine is very much in play because people couldn't believe it and they had to go over there for information. So, once again, as I tried to tell and inform you guys beforehand, that woman, Gina Hume, right there, said that Diddy stepped on her stomach so hard she couldn't even breathe. He kept stepping on her stomach. Then she accused Diddy punched her in the side of the head because she wouldn't do something. And all of these disloyal celebrities who keep coming forward talking about Diddy case, like Luke Campbell. Uncle Luke, if they did a Me Too, if you ever had any money like Diddy got right now, they would have Me Too'd your ass into the ground. All the stuff you was on film doing on VHS with them Luke freak offs on the stage. Right. Daphne Joy, shoot, what they gonna do? Pick up 50 Cent and everybody she been with? She does stuff for a bag. All these girls do stuff for bags. So what you gonna do? Shut down Instagram? All them girls doing stuff for the bag. So they all workers? I don't think so. Anybody could be classified as a sex worker. I'm like this chick. I'm like, look, I took you to dinner and I slept with you. Are you a sex worker? We saw a movie. We went to dinner. Then we came back, sipped some wine, and then I blew you back out. You know, I paid for the dinner and the movie and stuff. I mean, are you a sex worker? Does that count? I don't know. They could be trying to take me down there. I don't know. They be saying, oh, you're telling on yourself. You can't go out on a date no more and sleep with a woman. What are you doing? That's sex worker. Man, I don't know what's going on in this world today. But let me introduce you into something. Here we go. Now, y'all forgot in April 21st, 2022, there was a raid at the house where ASAP Rocky was at. Y'all like, what that got to do with anything, Sino? So what? That's ASAP Rocky. Y'all forgot the man got raided? And what happened when they did the raid? Absolutely nothing came from it. Oh, you knew when it was happening. You just forgot about it. And you know why? Nothing came from it. He was fighting with Rihanna, and next thing you know, she was pregnant at the time. And they came in there and did a raid on ASAP Rocky, and they came out with nothing. That was in April 21st, 2022. All when he was allegedly caught messing around with this woman right here when Rihanna was pregnant. All of a sudden, here comes a raid at the house. And what come from it? Nothing. How would they make that go away? Well, let's take a good look. Who that is? Who you think that is? The black hole strikes again. Who do you think that is? Now it's finna get more interesting. Oh, you think so? You think this just some guys hanging out, right? Oh my goodness. They all in the pool party. All these dudes in the pool. Ain't no women in the pool. It's all men in the pool. That's your boy ASAP Rocky. That's ASAP Rocky in the hat. So that's your boy ASAP right there. It's ASAP now. So when we tell y'all, when we show y'all and tell y'all, when we tell y'all that there is a group, there's some things that happen behind the scenes and these people do things. Your boy Drake tried to tell you about these people, right? ASAP Rocky is, if you want to say a sex worker, he's a sex worker. Rihanna the boss. Why you think he was in the background when she was in the front walking? He was in the back. He know his position. He cool with playing it. He don't care about no records. That's just a way for him to get to the women and do what he want to do. He's a sex worker. Now, I know that once again, we have shocked you. Now, if you want to go to the Patreon and get more information, the Casino for Life Patreon got y'all covered. You get to learn more details about what you just saw there. None of this is new. This stuff has been going on for a long time. It's not just Diddy. This thing is crazy. This whole game is crazy. All the people you think is straight up your own boy, these boys will do anything to stay in that limelight. You just won't, it won't get out to you. They don't look at it as gay. They look at it as, they don't look at it as bad. They just look like, man, we just kicked it. I don't know what happened. We were doing drugs. They ain't gonna talk about it. They act like it don't exist. It never happened. I'm not jumping in no pool with a whole bunch of men Ever. Yeah, well, we just talked about that, Jason. Jason, we just spoke about that. Absolutely. I know all the things you didn't know that we was telling y'all about, that we had on the Patreon and stuff that you didn't really understand and know what was going on. Because the same thing almost happened to Grant Hill. Yes, the Grant Hill. They tried to sucker him in. Jada Pinkett was seriously dating Grant Hill before she got with Will Smith. That was the guy that was gonna save her, was Grant. She was dating Grant Hill. Grant Hill was ready to marry her. And Grant Hill, Calvin Hill, the Hall of Fame Dallas Cowboy, said hell to the no. His mama got in there and said, Grant, not this woman. She's not your speed. She's too fast for you. This Jada Pinkett woman ain't for you, Grant. He was, Mom, I love her, man. She's really smart. She's this and that. This ain't for you, Grant. Not this one. The parents knew. And when mama, daddy say no, and they put that foot down, it's done. So Grant had to break it off with her. And then Will comes along. Yeah, we got the whole thing there on the Patreon. We break it all down. Will Smith, mom. Yeah, we got all that. Well, that was the Q&A. Oh, yeah, these are all the symbolic signs that the Smiths and them use. All their symbolicness. That y'all think they just being creative and they just doing weird stuff with their hands. They're doing this on purpose because this is what they worship. This was taught to them by their parents. All this symbolism from their daughter, son, what have you. Fig 34. The sign of the master of the second veil. Look at it. All of these things that they do. If you're on the Patreon, you learn why. Oh, the Patreon's popping. Now everybody over there, because they know over there, we tell it like it is. Ain't no rules and guidelines. There's so much stuff on here we can't show you because of YouTube and they rights. So okay, we gonna get down and dirty over there. We still getting down and getting down and dirty. You gonna learn the truth. And see, this is what they've been hiding from y'all all this time. So here's another big figure that you guys didn't think about. Because it's such a high-profile individual in Diddy in this investigation, they're working through Fox News to try to make this guy take everything he says at face value. Fox News is projecting everything that they said. This man said they had cameras. Well, this raid is going to provide all the evidence. This raid is going to bring about all of the information, right? For a civil case. You see what I'm saying? It's civil. It's not even criminal. So if someone has a civil case against somebody, tell me how in the hell you go from civil to a criminal raid at both of their homes and you don't have a warrant for an arrest for a high profile individual? Granted, we've seen a raid done, but not by Homeland Security. Matter of fact, they got other agencies involved. It's just been like Homeland Security's in front, but they're assisted by the FBI. I know that. I ain't gonna tell y'all how, but I'm gonna tell y'all I know this for a fact. They're being assisted by the FBI. It ain't just Homeland Security no more. They're being assisted by other agencies. They want to try to find something that sticks. Hit the like button, good people. Hit the like button, good people, so you can know what's going on and be caught up. All the good stuff. Right. Then we had to go ahead and expose people, on the Patreon, because it had to be brought to light, because when you bring it here, they try to submerge you to the ground. Let's take a good look at it. Right here. Vogue magazine. Vogue magazine allegedly has been providing women and hooking up people and having these fashion shows and Vogue parties where all of these people who were allegedly working, getting close to people. Now, they put all of these people here as Giselle is the top model, Tom Brady's wife. She wasn't even Tom Brady's wife at the time. And they got LeBron James there, and they having him scream like a doggone monkey as they're trying to recreate King Kong. They're making him the gorilla, and she's the blonde in distress. Look at this. Look at this. And you think LeBron James' team would say, hey, take that down. No, I'm not. Y'all using me. But when you're a puppet, you go along with it. They would scream louder, LeBron, like you're Kong, and this is your girl, and you can't wait. But did they do that with the same woman, with George Clooney? No. Look how they did George Clooney with the same woman. Right? You see? But these are the people that we die to go to their parties. Kanye West died to go to a Vogue party. Kanye, all these people. Y'all want to go to their party so bad, and what they show you every day what they think of you. This is why my Patreon is the most popular and the most active out of any Patreon channel. Mm-hmm. And here's why this relationship ended with Megan Good and this guy. We told everybody all about it. Yep. How Jeezy got up with a groupie and paid the price. So we got a lot of this information out there. Definitely stay focused and eyes on the prize. We just getting warmed up. Hopefully all y'all subscribe to the page and hit the notification bell. We know they ain't sent out the notifications this time around. They know, like, hey man, we got to slow this dude down. This ain't gossiping. This ain't gossiping. This stuff we already know. We telling you what really happened out here in the world in this industry. You didn't know what was going on? How many times did they show you Destiny Child? Bro, this whole thing was started by DJ Academics. He had the effing Homeland Security today. Oh, I don't know nothing about that battle rap. Where battle rap at? Like he say, there's a go along, get along game. And Kwame Ben told you. I've been and told you. It's just like the NBA. You know how many of those women in the NBA that have been with like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 other players on the team? Hell, some of the teammates done slept with these women all together. These women go on these podcast shows and talk about it all the time. I didn't see no investigation into them. Now, who in here know Destiny's Child? Y'all all know who Destiny Child is, though, right? Everybody's heard of Destiny Child. Y'all heard of Beyonce, Knowles, and all of them, right? Now, y'all explain this to me. I'm gonna bring y'all in on something else too. Let's go hit this button here. Slow this down just a bit. So I can get this thing edited, right? Okay, there we go. Bring it in. There we go. All right. Getting a little better with it. Now, y'all see who that is? That's Matthew Knowles, right? Beyonce's father. Beyonce's father, and this is the girl that was in the group for like a couple of weeks before he got her out. And she came out and was telling people how he was very sexually aggressive towards her. And she wasn't the first. Then he got evicted when all the money was out. And his other child that ended up splitting up the whole family. When the other child was found out, Beyonce ain't never checked on her little stepbrother. Well, her half brother. And then the woman that he was cheating with, he got them evicted. Didn't pay the notes, just disappeared. Then this woman right here, Solange's friend, allegedly he was getting down with her. This is why they kept replacing girls in the group. She was in the group, and then they got her out when they were recording the music video. She didn't want to get down with him in the hotel. Allegedly. Have they ever launched an investigation into Matthew Knowles? Did they ever say, let's go get him? No. Why? Because of who Beyonce is. That's Beyonce daddy. They know what he doing. They know what that man did already. Now, we ain't gossiping. We telling you what happened. That ain't gossip. That's actually what happened. That baby is real. Farrah actually said all this stuff we saying. So that ain't gossip. Oh, yeah. 100%. Y'all want to see the leaders of black music? This is the leaders of black music. Boom, right here on the Patreon. We got it all for you. William Morris Agency, Lance Allen. He don't look black to me. He did $22 million in booking for William Morris Agency. All right, a black person, head of R&B programming on Apple Music, Alicia Sierra Braggs Miles, right? Now, all the Apple playlists and everything else, she talks to people like Summer Walker, Omar Apollo, and do all those playlists on Apple and all that stuff. Very minute job, but at least they got somebody black doing something, right? Let's go. CEO and founder of Terrorbird Media and Terrorbird Publishing, Jess Cara Gizzolano. Okay, look at that. Look like Ellen DeGeneres, right? We'll get to that. Christine Carlson, the head of international marketing at Glassnote. Jane Chen, Live Nation VP Integrated Marketing. Look at this. This is important, y'all. Y'all need to see all this. Pay attention. Y'all need to see all this because this is important. Trinity Cologne, VP of Music Programming, Cyrus XM. Look at that. Cyrus, VP of the Programming of Music, right? This is black music, y'all. Darren Davis, that ain't a brother. President of iHeartMedia Network Group, iHeartRadio. Ismail Ishrai Sharif, Senior Vice President of Fan Experience at Ticketmaster. Jacob Fain, Senior Vice President AR Head of Research at Sony. Okay, these the lady, that's Samantha Fernandez. All these women here connected to, you're gonna get to the point right here. Samantha Fernandez, Senior Director, Partnership of Activation of AEG Presents, all the festivals that you do, those shows. Here it is. President of North American Concord Music Publishing, Bill Gayton. Let's go here. David Gilbert, CEO of Pandora. Wendy Goodman, Senior Vice Promotion of RCA Records. Where are the blacks? David Grant, Senior Vice President of Pop Marketing at Atlantic Records. Right? Lakeisha Herman, Digital Content Specialist at Columbia Records. Lucas Keller, Founder and President of Milk and Honey Music. I want some milk and honey. David Krasinski, head of U.S. independent labels at YouTube. Now we're getting to the grease. We're getting to the grease. We got all the way to go down this list. Now, this is my Patreon. And I'm showing y'all what's the point of this list. I'm late to the party. Well, not only are they all white, KB, not only are they all white, they all gay. Let me tell you that right now. I knew everybody was going to miss that part. You don't believe there's a go along, get along game? You think this is a coincidence? So this is why this list is important. We're showing you the players of the game. We're showing you how they control the game. We're showing you what they're doing to the game. Stephen, look at that. Vice President of Bootsies and Hawks, Stephen Lekowski. Wade Leak, Sony Music Entertainment Senior Vice President. Ellen Liu, the talent buyer at Golden Voice. Rick Marciello at Cobalt Music. He even got his cowboy hat on and his stash. Julie Massimano, the Vice President of Global Public Policy at Sony Sound Exchange. Shane McNally, Smack Songs Publishing, CEO and President. Where are the black people at? Jack McMorrow, Senior Vice President of Atlantic Records. And there's Cindy Nguyen, Senior Area Brand Strategist of Create Music Group. Oh, this list goes on and on. Laura Oles at Spotify, Senior Editor. Here's another one. Graham Parker, President of Universal Music Classics for the U.S. Don't expect to hear no Mobb Deep when you hear classics. So, so hip-hop is white. And they ready for the Old Town Road. This list is more, but I'll let y'all go on the Patreon and see that list for yourself. But that list goes on all the way down. And it's dangerous. Now, he said, how do they know so much about hip hop? They don't. They don't care. They don't care about a hip or a hop. All they want to know is what syrupy rapper they could sign to a deal, give him some doggone 360 money, and send him out there and eat off him, and he gonna bring in a whole bunch of other syrupy guys. So if everybody in the four corners of the business is all part of the Skittles crew, what chance do you have to make it? What chance do you have to survive in this business being a straight man? You a straight man in a gay man's prison. What is your chances of survival? We don't have anybody of power in the music business. You think Diddy got power in the music business? He does not. He's running behind Clive Davis. That's not power. Why do you think they're doing what they're doing to J. Cole? J. Cole is now, he owns his own masters. They're not eating off him. I told you what J. Cole did. And I tried to explain it to y'all, but I'll explain it to y'all once again right here. Here's what J. Cole did. After his first album, he produces his own songs. That's what a lot of people don't know. The production side, that's where the money is. The artist gets the least amount of money. So the production side is where you get your money from. But if you take that production, that producer fee, and they pay you for it, you're taking it away from yourself. You are paying you. The record company ain't paying you. See, that's where the mistake comes in at. And this is where people got to understand the game. You're in the record business. You're not a recording artist. I'm not a rapper. No, you're in the record business. These people ain't doing you a favor. You're paying for everything. They ain't looking out for you, dog. You're paying for all of that. That Coca-Cola that you got, that they brought you out the freezer, you're paying for that. Oh, go to the store and get me that. Oh, they'll go get it. But you paying for that. You're paying for everything. You're paying for stuff you didn't even know you did. That you probably didn't do. See, what J. Cole did was realize after his first album, okay, I got a hot album, but I'm getting screwed. I want to eventually own my own masters and get to my actual, get my publishing and all of that, but my artist royalties, I want to get to that quicker. It's like paying off a 30-year fixed loan. That's what it is. You're basically got a loan and you want to pay it off as quickly as possible. So what you do is when they loan you, you don't take all the money that they're giving you. So when they give you your album budget, he didn't take a fee from himself. That goes back to his account. That goes back towards his masters. That's helping him buy himself back off of the contract. You're buying back that loan quick. Let's say they give you $100,000 loan at the bank, right? They give you $100,000 loan. Most people would spend $100,000 or probably more, said, I need more money. What he said is, okay, you gave me $100,000. I could do this album in about $30,000. I'm going to give you that back. And then all the other stuff that was coming, we ain't going to take from that. We'll use some of that money to buy artists, big name artists to come on the album to help sell the album. He had like 5-6 people on Born Center. It sold 2 million records instead of the 1 million beforehand. He didn't take a producer fee. So that producer fee that they owe him goes to paying off his masters. That's paying him back so he can get off of the contract. So he wants to be able to buy his own masters back. And he bought himself his masters back from Jay-Z and got his masters back on like his third album. When he got KOD, he bought his masters. He owned all of it. This is why Jay-Z don't mess with him. See, I tried to tell you, this is a whole record business situation that goes on in this game. Jay-Z couldn't make money off J. Cole. He knew like, I can't milk this guy. No, he figured out the game early and said, no, I'm going to buy my masters back so I can get into my royalties quicker. My artist royalties now, I got my own masters, so now I get to eat off of this. Yes, Cold World is where he learned his lesson. He took a producer's fee the first time around and he realized he shouldn't have done that. Second time around, Born Center, he knew better. That's the one that had TLC on there, 50 Cent. He spent the money to say, okay, I'm going to spend money to get features. And then I'll do features for free. And this is why I'm not going to charge them for fees. So on the third album, the Forest Hill album, he got no features. It's just all him now. And he producing the records. So now he's keeping all the money. The album is a brilliant success. And now he's not being promoted anywhere. That's why J. Cole is not promoted. You know who he's promoted by? Us. The people. We keep J. Cole's name out there. We go, man, J. Cole is this. That's why they got to talk about J. Cole. But they don't advertise him or market him. Look how they do Kendrick. Kendrick was in court fighting TDE. Suge Knight told him he signed a terrible contract. He wasn't lying. He was like, him and Game had the worst contract in the business. They did. See, they don't, all the videos I make to try to help people, they don't show y'all. Because they want us talking about beef and killing each other and this rapper finna murk this rapper. They want you to talk about stuff like that. They don't want the smart guy. When I tried to tell y'all about arms loans, and this is gonna lead black folks to destruction in the housing market all over again. That is an adjustable rate mortgage. I tried to tell y'all, you got to know how to use that. It was designed to be a trap for minorities who couldn't afford homes. And it's a short-term loan process only. If you have a 500 FICO score, don't even think about getting a house. I already told you that. They have a 5-year and a 7-year. Once you at a fixed low rate with a adjustable rate mortgage, they put the rate low enough where you will qualify to get it. So you go, all right, I qualify and I got an arms loan. I could just pay my loan. Yeah, but after 5 years, the rates are going to go up. They're not going to be at this favorable rate. So now the rate's going to shoot up after 5 or maybe 7 years. The rate's going to go up. It's only fixed for 5 to 7 years. So now it's going to go up. So what you're going to do is refinance, right? But here's what you don't know. And they're not going to tell you, the bank ain't going to tell you that. When you refinance, you might not qualify for the refinance because you're going to have to do it for the rate, whatever the rate is right now. And if you don't qualify for that rate, they're not going to give you the refinance. So you're stuck. If you can't afford the home, don't buy the home. But here's the thing. People can afford homes and get real stupid. They'll pay 25 years and own the house and got about a couple years left to pay on the mortgage and will take out a loan to go get something additional built on the damn house. And then now they right back in the grease. You would only get an arms loan if you're getting ready to sell something, like in about 3-4 years, I'm not going to be living here no more. So I'm going to just sell this, boom, 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 boom. So I got this loan to fix this thing up and I'm going to get up out of here. That's what those loans are for. But black people, we don't know. We're not taught anything about money. We're not taught of anything about finances. So we sit there and we get ran over and get back put in debt because black folks don't care about debt. They just be like, hell, I ain't got it. F it. I ain't paying it. So tell them to come get it. Shit, I ain't paying that. So we just going to have to move. That's just all that means to a black person is we got to move. And they'll lose the house, everything. They'll be like, man, just take some of the stuff we can get out of there. We just got to move. And it's sad. They will put the kid's name on stuff. They'll get everybody credit messed up. Because they're not thinking right. I was dating this chick, man. She's so focused on a damn, what's that bag? Michael Kors bag. I'll never get over that. I'm like, how much was that bag? Oh, $400. $400? You paid $400 for that bag? And man, she spent like about $2-3 grand. I was like, you spent $2-3 grand on a bag, a dress, some shoes, and I'm like, oh hell no. We ain't gonna be together long. Your mind ain't right. I told her, I said, you could have took that money right there, put it in a CD, and waited about 6 months, and it'll be worth way more than what you just wasted it on. I was like, you just did something real stupid. Oh, your mind ain't right. That's what I told her. I was like, your mind ain't right. You just blew all that money for nothing. So to me, I was more disappointed, and she just thought I was judging her too much. So she wanted out. Like, we ain't gonna, I don't think we gonna make it. Cool. I had the same feeling. we are not gonna make it together. Last I heard of her, she's still working at her job, still buying stuff, and her and her man, was buying all this stuff for her. And she got a whole bunch of materials. She got a closet full of shoes. She don't even wear them like that. I'm like, your shoes ain't even organized. You don't even know where to go. You just go in there digging for shoes. That's just dumb. Dumb. Too superficial. Yes, not a musical CD. Yeah, see, that's what they do with these new artists. They try to put them in a developmental camp. They find a way to keep people like Diddy paid. They're put in with artists they're not even signed with. That's why he over there with Justin Bieber. Like, we're going to send Justin Bieber over there to Diddy. Why would you send Justin Bieber over there to Diddy for? What was that going to do for him? He didn't need to be in that academy. Because see, that's how it works. That's how the business works. That's what they want to do. They want to control your thought patterns, your narratives. They want your mind. They want all your creativity. Everything you have that's creative, they want that so bad. Y'all just don't know it. They are not creative. They just know how to capitalize off your creativity. That's what Jay-Z is. He wants to suck and dry all your creativity for him. And then he moves on. He took J. Cole songs and said, oh man, this guy got some hot songs. Every Day a Star is Born. He took that one. Church for the While. J. Cole records. All these is J. Cole records. That's why Jay sound out of place on there. You ever want to hear a rapper sound out of place talking about something they don't know nothing about? Go listen to Jay-Z's song Tom Ford. When you hear Jay-Z rap for the first 15 seconds, when the song could be on for 30 seconds, and you hear the first line said in the song, you know a rapper's out of place. And he was completely out of place. Yeah, that's why he put featuring J. Cole. That's what Jay would do. Jay would take your songs, and then he would go ahead and try to change to do everything J. Cole was doing. J. Cole had the low cut hair. Jay had his low cut hair. Soon as J. Cole started drawing his dreads out, here comes Jay-Z with his dreads. Then he was like, okay, well, this is as far as my dreads can go. So once he got to that limit, he wanted to look like Basquiat, the gay painter. So he went and got his hairpiece, got that big old fake hairpiece to have it sitting up there like Basquiat. Because he's all into art. Jay is not, he trying to look like, he's trying to be an aristocrat. He's not an aristocrat. He wants to be looked at and idolized by the people who don't like him. See, y'all got to remember, Jay-Z had sold millions of records. They wanted nothing to do with him. He had never been on Oprah Winfrey's couch. Beyonce came on there and she was told, do not bring Jay-Z here and do not mention his name on the show. That's absolutely. There's Jay, and there's Basquiat, the gay painter. He went to do his hairstyle just like him. He wanted to try to be like Basquiat. So Basquiat is dead now. So Jay said, I can emulate him. So that's who he's trying to be. He's trying to be Basquiat. He's trying to do everything. Yeah, he's a gay painter who died of AIDS. Now we're gonna sit here. Jay, that's who Jay want to be like. Fifth Ben called him out on that. But we're gonna get even more in tune with that. He's a gay painter that died of AIDS, right? What was Jay-Z label he was signed to? The first label that he was part owner of? Rockefeller. They named their label after a guy who what? Died of AIDS. Symbolic, ain't it? Rockefeller died of AIDS. That was the end of his chapter. And that was the guy you chose to name your company after? Put it together. Right, exactly. Now you name yourself after this guy. Because he ain't going to be around to complain about it. He dead. That's why they sit there and they just take people, they pass away and they go ahead and create their own history. That's like saying Christopher Columbus discovered that the world was round. And they show you the painting and there's a globe in the back of the damn painting. So if there was a globe, they already knew that the world wasn't flat. And the actual painting that they have where the queen is sending Christopher Columbus out to go sail, allegedly, to see if the world is, make sure the world wasn't flat. They have a globe in that picture. I kid you not. You go look that up. They can't even get their own lie straight. See, the world history is even more suffice. Hove wanted to be this guy so bad. He owns like so many of that guy's paintings. He went and bought them and put them in his house. Basquiat. Jay is the biggest emulator there is. He has zero creativity. He rode the back of Kanye West when he was old and a relic, and people was like, oh, Jay done. He came out with that album that flopped. He ran back to Kanye West. Like, save me. Right. If y'all don't think this dude Jay wear hair pieces, y'all out y'all damn mind. That is not no Jay-Z hair. Well, he bought it. So I guess it is his. That boy got a sew in. That boy got a sew in. Oh, yeah. Hit the like button, man. I bet the hair. We know the hair is fake. Fake dude, fake hair. It go side by side. Dude got the sew in going. But this is what I try to tell you. These artists are not who you think they are. Jay-Z is very good at capitalizing off other people's failures, other people's accomplishments. Everything went towards art because he knew that's where he wanted to be. All the famous aristocrats in real estate, those guys was out there investing in art and real estate. That was it, art and real estate. Jay is smart. Now, I'm not knocking the way he approaches business. He knows how to sell a product. He looked at Beyonce as a product and said, I can sell this. And who did he sell it to? White America. They wanted Beyonce to be the face of white America, but did he put her in a prestigious look? She went from the woman and the girl that all the young girls looked up to and they loved her. She was sweet and innocent. She dressed respectful. Jay-Z turned her to a hoe. He made her like a hoe, talking ratchet, cursing and doing all this. She turned her to a ratchet chick. That's what they want out here. They want to see Beyonce acting ratchet. And y'all calling her a queen. How you got your queen acting ratchet? Getting butt naked, walking down a doggone hallway of a hotel. What's dignified about that? That's what you wanted to do? Because you know that's what those other people wanted to see Beyonce like. They wanted to see her out there like that. And to relate to these young folks out there, they had to get her to act like she from the hood. You got her wearing gold grills. Why? Why do you want young black women to see that? Don't we got enough of that already? Why don't somebody do something opposite of that? Because that's what hip hop was. If somebody beat you to something, you didn't do the same thing. You said, oh, hell no, he already did that. I got to do something else now. You don't mimic that person. Everybody else like, man, that's what's hot now. I got to do that. We never did that. And that's why music is terrible now. You hear a song now and you don't know who made it. And that's partly responsible to people like Jay-Z, Diddy, Nicholas Jacob is back. Oh my God. The world, way. The world has frozen over. We done got Nicholas Jacobs back. He said Jay basically doing the work of the oppressor by using his own wife to promote whoredom amongst our women. That's Nicholas Jacobs. Look, he ain't changed one bit. He right with the program. South side of the building. Will they file charges soon? Well, they better. They better file charges soon, because if they don't, they've already wet the bed. Because they didn't messed up the whole investigation. They didn't do this. They didn't storm the. They didn't storm at the same time. And I know for a fact they being assisted by the FBI. They trying to find something that could stick, that they can get a charge on, just so there could be a trial. Oh yeah, New York ain't playing. You see, they want to have this trial in New York, get everything done in New York. Because New York, they know how crooked the system is, but Diddy got them people. He ain't like Jonathan Major. Jonathan Majors, you gotta get some of them small hats, buddy. That can help get you up out of there. You get some liberal woman on your side, that ain't gonna help at all. That you saw, that didn't help one bit. That liberal woman, like, I'm gonna tell them about themselves again and tell this is not fair. I'll be like, yeah, this is not helping. It's not helping, bro. You got to realize where you at. Now you in New York. See, you got to realize where you at. In the O.J. Simpson trial, Johnny Cochran was the lead. When they went down to go get them tapes in that racist state they was at. And boy, Kwame Brown, I got something to show you that's going on in Gwinnett County. I'm about to do that on One Crack News, man. It is the crazy, man. Gwinnett County done gone crazy. I don't know how Kwame is even in doggone Georgia right now. I'll be up out of there quick. Because I know I'll be going to jail. I'll be in court every week. Every week. I'm like, I can't be in Georgia. I got to go. It done got way too crazy. Wait till we talk about that. That one I got to tag Kwame in. So when I go live, I might have to go live with Kwame on that one. Because that thing got me just, I was like, man, where my gun? I had to go load my gun. I'm like, I'm gonna oil and load these guns up. Ain't no damn way. Give Beyonce a break. She's a product. She's being used and marketed as a product, and it's helping making them money. So she's going to go along with it. Why you think she's not leaving, Jay? Do you know how Hollywood work, buddy? It's a whole different process. I told you that. They don't play these games. They come get you. They make sure your mind right. Now, y'all ready to go to school? Y'all ready to go to school? Now, this is on the Patreon. I don't really show this stuff here. Y'all finna go to school today. See, these are all the symbols. These are all the groups. They are all in cahoots. The Club of Rome. It's Catholic Church. You've seen that logo before, right? Seen that one. Seen this one. I know every black person has seen this one. They're all in cahoots. One big umbrella. What's the bat one? Somebody said, what's that bat one? I forgot. It's something at the bottom too. I got a whole list on what they all meant. Let me see. Show more. All right, let me escape that. Bring it back down. Let's see. Okay, I can't really read that. Now, oh, we know a lot about them. We just can't really go into it here. A lot of this stuff is on. So that's why we have it on the Patreon. So you can go on there and make sure you sign up, and it's all there, buddy. Oh, we already told you about this when y'all doubted me when I said, "Oh, you didn't know that these people are already in a simulation?" Beyonce now. You see Jay-Z on that island? You'll learn who these people are. You see Rihanna do this pose? Honoring the who? Okay. See all the symbolic stuff that they're using? You see all the signs there and what they all represent? The Leviathan sign, the Lucifer sign, Baal, Satan, the synagogue. All this symbolism that you honoring. And their own island that they own for 35 million. They got a helicopter pad on the top. They got a helipad. They can land the helicopters on. But mostly everything here is by boat. It's the only way you get into this island. So if you want to find out more about all this stuff that's going on, make sure y'all sign up for that Patreon. Oh yeah, they play for the other side. We told y'all this stuff. Y'all think y'all looking at Diddy like Diddy, man. Look, these people been doing this. Y'all think Beyonce was honoring people when they was doing this? Y'all thought this was a holy baptism thing when she did in her video? This was demonic. This is a mass suicide that they were doing. The way they were dressed, the symbolism, everything that they had on, this was a mass suicide. Like the Manson girls. She's in a simulation. I keep telling y'all, the movie Get Out, that stuff is real in Hollywood. Why you think they made a movie about it? In the same format. Here's the man. He's the one that did it. This is the guy. Joseph Clout. He's a celebrity hypnotist. What they call a hypnotherapist. He's a hypnotherapist. This is what celebrities use. This is what they used on Kanye West. He's gotten Beyonce and all of these people. He even wrote a book on how to do it. Now, most people use this. They say, I want to quit eating chocolates. I want to quit smoking. Now, remember and Get Out what they did, right? He said, oh, I want to quit smoking. And what did they do to him? Put him in a space where he couldn't even move. Of course, she's under mind control. Look, they got commands that make them snap their fingers and they operate. I told you this is not a game. We have named names. We have shown the people. We have told y'all what's going on out here in this world. Y'all gonna learn. There it is. There's his name. He got his book and everything. He's a celebrity hypnotherapist. He will hypnotize you, put you in a state, take away your fears, your anxiety. He'll teach you how to be your best self. Ask, believe, and receive. Oh, thanks, Marcus. I appreciate it. He says, Cap, he can't do nothing. Okay. I'm just trying to let you know the stuff that y'all be seeing in movies, don't think it's just a joke. They said he's on YouTube. He even has an app. Of course. Because they do it right in front of your face and they make it sound like it's fun. That's the same thing they did with Ouija boards, right? It's fun. Let's play with Ouija boards. Ooh, it moved by itself. I don't do that. I don't play with that. I don't be in the same house with people that's doing that. I remember this girl said she was doing that. Like, we having fun. We playing with the Ouija. You should come over. I'm like, I'm not coming over there. And don't say my name around that damn thing. And I mean that. I was dead serious. I don't play no games with that kind of stuff. You got the wrong individual. She's like, it is just a board game. I'm like, I don't care. You believe the movies and I don't look. I don't even tempt spirits and stuff. No, don't play those games. Right. I don't play. I'm like, I don't see that as fun. I'm like, if y'all getting this from the movie to make y'all want to do it, what happened in the movie to make y'all think it was fun? Because the movies, people got effed up. They got effed up pretty bad. Yeah, see, a lot of y'all don't even know they own that island. They got a little small island. All of these people are under. Why do you think they have all these mass situations where these people go and do these things and they just think they went crazy and they find out all of them are on meds, psych meds. What do these meds do? They make you more susceptible to the hypnotherapist. This is what Kanye was telling you about when they had him under control, because Kanye volunteered for that nonsense. Then when he started to come out of it, he was freaking out and having to freak out, and then they was about to put him under again. But that's Kanye's fault. Oh, you didn't know? What do you think Thorazine's for? Thorazine was created for that. Why do you think there's a crazy house? What do you think those people are in there for? They're test bunnies. They're not there to be reformed. They're there to test new products. They give you 300 cc's of that Thorazine, buddy, or Caloptropin, you ain't moving. What do you think Ritalin is? Ritalin was like, oh, it's supposed to stop you from being hyperactive. Cat Williams told you what happened. He was like, man, my son, man, he just wouldn't slow down. So I was like, all right, we took him there. They gave him some prescription of Ritalin. He was like, man, he was just running one day and just stopped. Right in his tracks. And he was like, man, we ain't want him to not move. We just said slow him down a little bit. Not be able to goddamn move. Ritalin is powerful. All of these things are psych drugs. They will mess you up. Trust me, there's things about the world that they got from Haiti. What do you think all of these drugs for? The reason how they could do surgery on you and you are all numb and you can't feel anything? What do you think that Novocaine that they have now that they give you? Well, it's not Novocaine, anesthesia. Where do you think it came from? When they put you under. And they could do all this surgeries where you're awake, but you can't feel anything. So you don't really feel the surgery. Where do you think that came from? It came from Haiti. See, the Haitians had this power, white powder. They blow it on you, and it will knock you out. You would stop breathing and everything. And they had a prayer they would do, and they would take bones from dead people to make it. That white powder. And it was voodoo zombie. You were like a zombie. You were alive. Your eyes are open and everything, but you can't breathe. There's no breathing from you. There's no movement. Your heart rate drops to almost where there's no heartbeat. But you're alive. And it lasts for hours. They called it black magic. It was only in Haiti. And a white man went there to try to learn the secrets of this magic. He wanted to learn because they wanted to use that in the medical profession here in America. So he wanted to go over there and learn the secrets. He was willing to pay whatever. Somebody can get him that real powder. There you go. The Serpent and the Rainbow is based on it. It's absolutely correct. Yes, he got it. After he experienced it too. The Serpent and the Rainbow. One of the most terrifying movies you would ever want to see from the 1980s. Oh yeah, it's a true story. True story. Very true. If you go there now, they in different religions they've had these things to where people freak out and go nuts. So the history of voodoo, right, was said to be a religious thing that they used to fight and help the blacks in slavery. That the gods gave them this magic to fight back against their oppressors over in Haiti. So this black magic called voodoo. Actually, child's play is the same thing. Charles Lee Ray, or whatever his name is, the same guy, Dembella, is from Haiti. Remember the Haitian guy that he taught came from Haiti to Chicago. It went from Haiti to Louisiana, and then he went to Chicago. That was the backstory from the guy. The Haitian guy, he had left there because he had got kicked out from using their voodoo. So he was banned, and he went there and started teaching people, start building his cult. So they made it from a factual thing. See, me, I'm cursed with knowledge. I don't just watch a lot of movies. I watch the world, and I see what actually happens in the real world. And some of these things are related to what we see on screen and programming. That's why I don't mess with other people's religions and everything. Whatever they do, whatever, I don't bother it. Everybody's got their own code or whatever it goes down. But this actually happened. The Serpent and the Rainbow is a true story. Well, they didn't want. No, they didn't want those type of problems. Yeah, but that's mostly fiction, what you see with Screwface. Screwface, you don't know no Screwface. That was just a bad movie, because believe me, he wouldn't have lasted. He wouldn't have lasted. Steven Seagal would have been gone in the first 5 minutes. Whoa, Naba there? Who can Naba? Why boy hopper? I want up a dead. I want this family dead. Stop your blood clot crying. Sooner or later, everybody got it dead. Man, are you kidding me? You think I didn't see that? Where you think Biggie got it from? Stop your blood clot crying. From the kids, the dog, everybody dying. No lying. Man, shoot. After The Serpent and the Rainbow came out, I didn't even want baby powder around me. I was, get that baby powder away from me. No, that, you know what angers me? It don't angers me. It just shows me how people are. When you see other celebrities taking shots at, other celebrities taking shots at Diddy. Like Luke Campbell shouldn't even open his goddamn mouth he should just shut up. You know, you should shut up. If you Luke Campbell, you shouldn't be opening your damn mouth at all. I mean, there is nothing you can say if you Luke. If you Luke Campbell, 2 Live Crew? Are you kidding me? That was nothing but that was a sexual harassment case. Every show they done did. Every show, man, are you kidding? The first group ever to fight the whole government from being banned so they can curse on records and saying what they did. Man, are you kidding? Luke, this man had the first strip show, sex show on stage. I was like, man, I guarantee you if you ID'd them girls, some of them was probably 17. He the last person that should be saying something. That's why I'm like, when I heard Luke, I'm like, no, not you, Luke. Man, that's why I had to leave Diddy party early. I'd be like, man, look, you probably brought the girls to Diddy party. You brought the girls to doggone Jay-Z party for Big Pimpin'. If you had any money, they would be all on you, Luke. Me Too will be coming to get you. But now they be like, I ain't gonna get no money and fame off Luke now. But do you remember? Y'all don't remember 2 Live Crew. 2 Live Crew was the craziest thing going. They had that 2 pervertedest dudes ever in the group. That big fat black Chinese dude, me so horny. Like he was out of control. Rest in peace to him, but he was out of control. And then the other guy was another freak. Luke was surrounded by 2 of the freakiest dudes that would look like they was getting ready to go down for sexual harassment at any given time. China Mac. The original China Mac. Me so horny. Fresh Kid Ice, yep. Fresh Kid Ice. You said they was actually challenging, saying, 2 Live Crew, are you kidding? I'm a freaky heat. A dog without warning. My appetite is love. Cause me so horny. Yeah, he was. He was insane. That dude was like, he was gone like a kid in the candy store. He was looking at them women, boy, he was going nuts. I'm telling you, they got about 50,000 cases will be called on them right now. If they had the tapes, they would have Diddy in custody right now. Then they'll be getting everything if they had the tapes. Everybody's like, oh, they got something on tape. Come on, prove it. Until then, they got all this egg on their face. They trying to get something to stick. They trying to get somebody to talk. Now that they got doggone Dope Boy, alleged Dope Boy, he got caught with dope on him. That Brendan Paul, they want to see what he know. They're going to get him in there, try to cut a deal with him. We got you on possession. You know, they doing the oldest trick in the book. Now, this is what other people who rock with Diddy was like, man, you know, like, this is getting insane. This dude got a civil case. He don't even have a criminal charge, and we tearing him down. Why are we tearing down a billionaire and we doing all this to him for? Why are we tearing him down and he ain't been charged with nothing criminally yet? Matter of fact, the dude who started all this garbage with the raid and all that, this Roger, whatever his name is, Little Rob, he was crying about money on an album. I ain't get my credit. Now he crying. Now he want 30 million. The same thing Cassie was asking for. Now you want to ask for that? He's not even going criminal. He going civil. I want money. And you talking about I woke up with my booty hurting. What was that gonna do? What was that for? Then what happened to you? I don't know, but I woke up my booty hurt. Like I had hemorrhoids. I'm like, well, damn, dude. And all you want is money? I would want heads. Heads got to roll after that. You want some money? Oh, that's telling me a whole different story. When you have people that come along and they start saying stuff that just don't add up, it don't mean it don't it don't really measure up to the notion of what is supposed to be. Yeah, it's not measuring up to what's supposed to be, and when you have people in this narrative of this is what it is and this is what the direction that people are going in, uh no way, man, no way. No, that's the narrative they're trying to put out there because they saying that's what Little Rob said. Oh, he got tapes on everybody. Here's the thing, though, Little Rob, you weren't there that long. So how would you know Diddy's got tapes on everybody? He said I wouldn't be surprised if he got tapes on everybody that came in there. So they want people to be nervous, like if they done something at Diddy house. Be nervous. Absolutely. I didn't see it that way, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Like I understand where people are trying to go, the direction that they're in. I get it. I understand. No, I don't think. I think it's different. If you look at the scale of where the people at now and what they're going towards, then hell, we can go from there. But other than that, I don't really see nothing crazy. Man, I can't believe Nicholas Jacob was in the house today. I was like, Nicholas Jacob showed up. We must have did something right today. Nicholas Jacob is back. Oh, yeah, we find out some more news. We come and get y'all some more info. You know that. He said the feds don't move unless they have something on you. A judge have to sign a search warrant. It's not true, bro. I just disproved a lot. The feds have raided a lot of people's homes that they never did an arrest for at all. ASAP Rocky was never arrested and they did a raid on his house. We just did that back in 2022. It came out to be nothing. They did a raid and everything. So a raid don't mean an arrest is going to come. Now, because this is so high profile and it's Homeland Security and FBI, a judge, you can get a judge. Didn't you watch Training Day? Didn't you see how the judge gave them the authorization to do that fake? I want to see that warrant. You can get a search warrant. You can get a warrant for a raid. You got to have enough grounds. And all they figured is that this guy, no Diddy, he's saying these things happen. And once they got Little Rob's testimony, that was enough for them to at least go in and see if they can get the tapes, go see if this stuff is true that Little Rob is saying. He said this guy was a drug mule. They went and got him, and he had drugs on him when they got him at the airport. But it's small enough, but it's not to say he's a drug mule. It seems like his own personal stash. To find somebody in Miami who got coke and weed on them, that's not saying much. You can get the guy at the gas station with that. In Miami, they got coke and weed in their doggone cereal. He has some docs from the White House. That's hilarious. He has some docs from the White House. Man, y'all nuts. Well, you see a lot of people come in with the notion of yeah, they come in with their own notion. Like you seen Kanye West do his thing. Kanye came in and changed the game, right? They rated both of his places. So they gonna look real stupid unless they come up with something that they're gonna have to use to justify this. So I expect something to happen soon, sooner rather than later. I don't expect this to be no long thing. They gotta move fast because they look real bad right now. They look real bad. So they gotta find something to stick. And from what I heard, they got nothing. They ran into a roadblock. Now, if they able to get the information and did he cooperate and give them some tapes and files and say, I got nothing to lose. Now, that could happen. He could say, hey, I ain't got nothing to hide. Now, if he wants to have security cameras in his rooms, that's legal. And what consenting adults do in a house is their business. Now, this consenting adult, right, was saying certain other individuals did stuff to him in the house. And on a boat or stuff like that. So it's so vague. But what they're trying to do is paint a narrative of Diddy being this guy who's like setting these women out to people when they have. It's like, man, that's so far and few to try to get. Everybody like, he gonna get a RICO case. It's hard to prove a RICO case in this. That is gonna be so hard to do. Look at what they're trying to do with RICO with YSL. How long is that trial? 3 years? That's been like a year or something already. Thug had been locked up a year. Well, not locked up, but locked up in this case. But that's different. When you got a label and then everybody's linked, and there's been some crimes and things of that nature happening. So Homeland Security is thinking, okay, this guy gave us guns, drugs, and sex. Those are the 3 major factors that would cause them to say, hey, we got to look into this. Because now we're hearing guns, drugs, and sex. We got another one, but these are civil cases, nothing criminal. Now, if he would have sued him and said, here's a criminal case, a criminal charge that we want y'all to look at, because this guy filed a criminal case. So this is why New York couldn't do anything. Everybody's like, man, New York, get in there. Why won't y'all do nothing? They can't. They couldn't do nothing with Cassie's case because it was civil and then it was settled. So now, how you going to use a civil case that was settled in court? He never admit to guilt in any of it. So how are you going to prove any of it? Oh, this guy said he got receipts. Okay, what's the receipts? Because you didn't have any complaints about it the day before you released your information. You was talking about not getting paid on the album. How you go from not getting paid on the album to my butt hurt? I'm like, how do you get there? How did you get there? Absolutely. No, man. I mean, here's the thing. I wouldn't. No. There's no way you would ever do something like that. Jeffrey, they trying to make this like Epstein. That's what you get Fox News in there. They're gonna start reeling off all of this nonsense because Fox News want everyone to believe their narrative. But man, Puffy getting blamed if anybody fall down some steps. Man, it was because I was checking the Puffy Cone thing, man. I slipped on the step, man. Puffy, man, see, if Puffy wasn't doing all that craziness, I would have been looking at my phone and slipped, man, and I twisted my ankle, man. God damn it, Puffy. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. And now all these people that's attached to him, this is why Jay-Z didn't want Puffy at the doggone party. If Jay-Z was in a picture with Puff, that's all he need. He already get blitzed. Jay don't want none of this smoke. Jay gonna be like, I'm sorry, I can't let you in. Oh, come on, Dad. I know you tripping. Man, I'm innocent. You know that. Yeah, but still, it's just the public perception. You know, I want to stand by you, but you know, I can't have that on social media. You know, I got a couple of things working in development, and that's gonna scare off my investments. But you understand though, right? All right. Don't be like that. You know, when this blow over, you know, you're gonna be back. We're gonna be back toasted, bro. You know, we're gonna back. This is just something we're gonna have to get over. Oh man, that's what he gonna tell him. Everybody gonna have a Diddy story. Man, Diddy tried to call me to his house. I don't know what he want, but he called me to his house. And he wanted me to spend the night and sleep in his bed. I said, nah, man, I can't do that. All of a sudden, where was these stories at before this week? Where was this at 2 weeks ago? Where was this story at 3 weeks ago? Where was this story at 4 weeks ago? Everybody got a story when somebody get caught. If somebody get caught in a case or a situation, now everybody remember. Their memory comes back real tenfold. They gonna be, Diddy got caught with a cucumber in his butt. Oh, that reminds me. I remember he had a cucumber, right? And I was naked and Diddy was naked. And then he was trying to stick this cucumber on my butt. I'm like, what are you doing? Forgot about that. I'm like, how the hell you forget about that? Just hit your mind right now. People don't even care how the story make them sound. These dudes are all Orlando Browns right now. And see, here's the thing about Orlando Brown. He's actually a smart guy. The drugs got him all messed up. The drugs, the trauma, all the things he had to do in Hollywood and all that stuff that messed him up. And he take drugs to try to get that stuff off his mind. But he's actually smart. He was enlightened as a child. Like he was really bright. This dude could learn. I mean, this dude could memorize an entire movie script. He was something else. Orlando Brown is smart. His problem is he's so messed up. He's so traumatized by everything he did, and the drugs he takes just amplifies it. He's out of Hollywood. He would never be back in Hollywood. He'll never be in the business again. So now he's just going to talk about stuff in the business and just get himself put on a plateau. And yeah, that was that. So anyway, man, I got to roll, man. Shouts out to Armando Black TV, Kwame Brown, Bus Life, Jose Rodriguez, Jag Sports. Welcome to HDII TV. Go to the Casino for Life Patreon and get enlightened. Thank all y'all that pull up here and hit the like button. Everybody that subscribed to the page, because tomorrow we got some more stuff that I forgot to tell y'all about today. So I said I'll just save it for tomorrow and just put it in tomorrow's. Because it was something I was going to tell y'all too. Oh, God. I totally forgot. Don't worry, though. But as you can see, Diddy's Asian exes, baby. That could be a downfall. Now, because they get that Asian woman and she start talking about how he put her out there on the stroll, Diddy can have some problems. Because then they can have something to try to make something stick. But all right. I'm out. Deuces.